been a lot of fun. First week or so on campus, I was just trying to figure out where my classes were at, what's the most efficient way to get from place to place. But so far that I've been down here, just been spending a lot of my time here, trying to learn the playbook, different type of stuff like that, and just kind of watch the older guys because they've been here before. They know how the coaches like things done, and I'm just trying to be a sponge and soak up as much information as I can.
How do you kind of approach being the new quarterback in that room?
I just got to approach it like I always have. Obviously, I want to go in and compete and push everybody around me to get better because that's how we're going to win football games, and that's how we're going to be the team we want to be, is when everybody's pushing the person to the right and the person to their left to being the best possible player they can be. But obviously, the older guys, the people that have been here, I'm going to ask them as many questions as I can, just be in their ear and learn as much from them as I can because obviously they have some years on me.
As far as on-field success goes, obviously K-State coming off of a Big 12 championship, does that kind of motivate you to even try and work harder this offseason? I know you weren't here, but just kind of, does that motivate you?
100%. Now that K-State is the Big 12 champs from last year, we have a target on our back. So going into any game, we're going to get every team's best. So definitely, I think everybody on the team is going to have to work 10 times harder this year than they did last year to be able to maintain that high status.
It's kind of weird for you. Normally, you're playing basketball at this time that you're here now, and it's pretty much all football. Or is it kind of a strange feeling? Or
for sure, I feel like I just always went into one sport from the next. If it was football to basketball, basketball to baseball. So now just being able to focus on football 365 days out of a year is definitely going to help me and benefit me, and hopefully it can take me to the next level.
Avery, what would you like Kansas State fans to know about you?
Just know that me coming in here, you're getting a hard worker, and you're getting a competitor, and you're getting a winner. And everything I've done, I've always wanted to win. I've always liked to compete, and you're always going to get 100% my best day in and day out. So that's what I want the fans to know.
What are your goals by the time you leave Kansas State?
A lot of winning. I have personal goals, but to be honest, the team goals mean more to me than any personal goal could be, whether that's winning a Big 12, playing for a national championship, any different type of stuff like that. I just like to play football, and I like to win football games.
What have you learned most about yourself during your football journey?
That's a good question. Really, growing up through football is football really teaches you a lot of lessons. It humbles you, and it definitely makes you into a better person. It's not just going in and playing on Friday or Saturday or Sunday, whatever level you're playing at. It definitely teaches you how to overcome challenges, how to work through different challenges and stuff like that, and how to work with people around you. So it's not just teaching me lessons on the football field, it's teaching me life lessons as well.
Avery, you mentioned that you were studying the playbook. I'm curious as to the fact that you've seen a lot of K-State football. Has that helped you in that in any way or no?
For scheme-wise, yes. I feel like when you get to any level, that's one thing that's never going to change is schemes. A stick concept will always be a stick concept and different type of stuff like that. So scheming-wise, from Little League all the way up to the NFL, those will always be the same. But definitely watching them play last year has helped in little bits. But now it's like putting signals to plays, putting names to plays, different type of stuff like that. And this is as big of a playbook as I've ever worked for. So it definitely takes time out of each and every one of my days to be able to learn that, and because I want to master it by the time the season comes around, and know enough of it by the time the spring comes around that I'm confident in my play during the spring game.
This is an odd question, maybe to a degree, but how much do you want to put on between now and the start of the fall next year?
So I think whenever I got in with my goal sheet, I was aiming for about 195. I talked to Coach Klein. He was more in the 190 range, so any 190, 195, just putting on anywhere from 15 to 20 pounds before that time, so that my body is developed and can take a hit from a linebacker that is, I don't know, however big linebackers is.
Are you past the surreal part of this now, and you feel like, here we are, let's go?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like the first week we were kind of just getting settled in. That was surreal. We went to the K-State KU basketball game. They won that big game in overtime, and it was like you got to be a college student. And then the workout started the next week, and all the surreal just went out of the door. We started the workouts pushing 4 days a week, running one day a week, and then we're doing the same thing this week. And then next week we turn it up, and we run a lot more and lift. We do runs and lifts on the same day. So I'm just trying to get better.
You talk about being a sponge. Who are some of the guys you kind of follow around and try to absorb the most from at this point?
So far, it's really just it's been a lot of Will Howard. He's very successful last year. He knows what it takes to be successful at this level. So just kind of watching him and being in his back pocket, and he's helped me greatly as I've been here. Jaden Jackson, who's a vet receiver that's been on the team for a while, he's took a lot of those young receivers on his hip and just taught them right from wrong and different type of stuff like that. And he's helped me out greatly as well. And then in the team runs, Jordan Wright, I got to run up beside him. He's pushing me every single rep, trying to get the best out of me. So just those older guys that take those leadership roles and really push me to be a better football player. I'm thankful for them, but I'll take coaching from any of the players and any of the coaches on the staff. I'll take what I can get to get better.
What do you like best about Coach Klein?
Coach Klein is just such a down-to-earth person, so truthful, and he wants the best for you on the field, but he cares about his players for people as well. Like, I texted Coach Klein yesterday and asked if he knew any good spots to eat around here, different type of stuff like that. Like, you can have a conversation with him that's not just football. He cares about how you're doing. He cares how your family's doing and different type of stuff like that. It's not just, hey, how is the playbook coming? Hey, how is this doing? How's that doing? He really cares about you from the bottom of his heart.